get you through the worst of days. And it proves it, life's a little easier knowing that somebody cares, feeling love around you, and growing through changes with you. Oh, friends.
Bill Peterson's favorite song by the Dady Brothers. They will sing it at his memorial service this week. They played it for him twice, just before he entered the hospital 2 months ago. Bill passed away there over the weekend, surrounded by family and friends. You know, there is no computer yet to count the words we say in life. But if there were, and if you could somehow sort them and count them, I know the word friend would top Bill's list. How many times he would say, "my friend," in conversation. And how often he would say how, just like that song says, friends pulled him up by his bootstraps. I'm joined by two of those many friends tonight, Mike Catalana and Glenn Johnson. And we are all wearing very special ties given to us by our friend. And I think with written stipulations that we wear them on this occasion and probably most of this week.
Take a look, huh? Yeah, they're unique. Yeah. I mean, not many people would wear these, and certainly not many people on the air would wear them. Bill loved these ties, and I wear it. We all do proudly.
I thought that was a Packers tie, but it's not. It just
kind of has the same colors, but
it could be. He had the Packers tie.
You got the weather one with some. Are these leaves? Yeah. I don't know.
These are and this I actually keep in the weather office. It's something that we keep around to remember Bill and to wear on occasion. And you know, I think he passed it along because it's a way of passing along a little bit of him.
A little bit, yes. Bill did have a method to these ties, and on one occasion even took some time to explain it.
Got this young man back. I mean, look at this. This is your basic plain tie. You know, you've got to put some patterns in it. You've got to get a little color. The key is try and get every color in the rainbow in there, see? And then you can wear it with any suit, see?
Yes.
You know, that's the secret.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bellamy's got to work on the tie.
Got to work on the tie.
Do you have any other suggestions for that tie?
Yes, sir.
Let's see him now.
Oh.
Admiral, what do you think?
I'm sorry, but those are really ugly. Are they yours?
Yes. It's my work. There's hope for you yet, soldier.
We'll be back.
Well, Stan Monroe brought out the best of it. Yeah, but he never looked at those ties. He loved those ties.
Oh, it's his style. He has some that are worse than these, too. We know he used
One
to wear
time
them.
on the air with Dick Burt, we were curious about his tie. I don't know how we got talking about him. We said, "What kind of tie is it?" So Bill turned the tie around, and there was this label sewn on the back of the tie. And we put our glasses on to read it, and it wasn't a brand name. It simply said, "Wear with brown suit," which I don't think he did even that day. You know, we chuckle, and Bill always chuckled, but he really struggled with health, and we all know what he was facing, particularly in the last few months. But we kind of, you know, would watch him go through these periodic bouts and bounce back almost every time.
No, I was going to say that just the absolute bravest, toughest man I know. And you've mentioned it a few times, Don, where he would get what most people would consider just, you know, horrible news once in their life. And it happened to Bill so many times. And he would just say, "This is what I got to do, always to get better," and fight and work. But even to that, the last few years have been just really difficult for him. And as tough as he is, you know, he handled everything with such grace and pride, but it was difficult for him.
But Bill was challenged by health problems as long as most of us knew him. 58 years old when he died this past weekend, and 31 years of his adult life coping with cancer, heart, and lung disease. As a child and a young man growing up, little did Bill Peterson realize his healthiest years would be his youngest years. Challenges began while serving in the Air Force.
I had cancer when I was 27. I had the first heart surgery, but when we moved out here in '82, I had two of them in '82. Oh my God. And then the last one was '97. Yeah. And then the lung surgery in 2000. And so we've been through, and I say we, because she's been my not only my wife, but caregiver and friend and support system.
His wife, Jan, has been his strength. And his 3 sons, Aaron, Adam, and Neil, would help form a support team for Bill's drive to survive. When youngest son Neil was born at Highland Hospital, Bill was recovering from heart surgery at Strong. Bill's last voicemail to me a few weeks ago recalled that day.
23 years ago today, you put baby Neil on TV so I could see him for the first time. And to this day, I appreciate it, Donald.
Viewers would respond in great numbers out of love whenever Bill faced health problems.
Well, this lady forgives you for the blizzard of '99 when she was stranded at the airport for 2 days.
Even race car drivers would rally for support when Bill was sick. Heart problems, cancer. Bill would deal with it all, but lung problems would bring an early retirement.
Everyday living, like if I'm sitting around, I'm fine. But it's when you get taxed at all and have to take the deep breaths that a normal person does to get that breath back. That's what I can't do.
And in recent days, that's what Bill could do no more. Get that breath back on his own. The American Lung Association would honor him for his courage, and the award which bears his name is a tribute to Bill and others who fight to breathe, fight to survive.
It's very special to me, and I just hope that down through the years, it will continue to be special to the people who get it in the future.
Bill was grateful for every year. He often said he didn't think he would live as long as he did. His 57th birthday, the most special. His healthiest in years, but short-lived as cancer and lung problems would return. His words on retirement, the same he would say today. Private words to family and close friends, and public words for you.
I have been honored to work for you folks for the last 20 years, and I will not meet most of you, ever. But rest assured that you will carry and always be in a very, very special place in my heart. You have made this job a lot of fun, and you've made it worth doing, and you've made it very, very enjoyable.
I think of all the emails we've been getting, how many people ran into him and remember meeting him on a sidewalk or coming out of a store. I mean, all those people, and it was Bill, and they acted like they knew him, and he returned that.
You know what I think is some of the most poignant is when you get these emails from kids that started out in elementary school, and they sat there and Bill came into the classroom and talked to them about weather, and they remember Bill, they remember his personality, they remember his sense of humor. They're now grown, and they have kids of their own, and they're telling their kids about Bill Peterson.
Yeah, the other thing I think of, too, is the emails I've been reading from people who never met him, never got a chance, that we were just so privileged to be with him all the time. And they're right. They're writing things about the way they feel they knew this man. They really did, because as we've talked about, the Bill on the air and the Bill off the air and the Bill in the weather office is the same Bill.
One of the first emails I got this weekend, a woman says, I ran into Bill once coming out of one of the stores, and I said, my daughter wants to get into broadcasting. What should she do? He said she ought to get an internship, and she did at Channel 13. Christy Antonetti is now one of our photographers, and it was Bill just reaching out. People always mention laughter, and we, although Glenn a few minutes ago shared some quotes that I wasn't sure we could, but he had his own little language, a language all of his own.
And how many times were we all sitting there and he'd start to head towards one of those stories that we all heard off the air, and we're thinking, is he? And well, every once in a while he would say them.
No question about it. Think of Bill Peterson, and the one word that's bound to come to mind is laughter. You cannot talk about his career or his life without thinking about it, and you cannot picture his face without a smile. You can smile without laughing, but you can't laugh without smiling. Bill laughed. The plaque he gave me years ago faces me from my desk every day. That man is a success who has lived well, laughed often, and loved much. And see if there's really as much weight to these as you think.
Your turn, Bill. Yeah, I can now.
I can't top that one.
His humor was often spontaneous.
Gets a little warm in the backside there.
Even in childhood. A mother remembers the laughter of a child and a smile that endured even when times were tough.
He's always been kind of up. And even when he's been sick, you know, he always joked about things. And he's not down very often, and I'm not either, and that's a blessing.
Sometimes, of course, the humor found its way into the nightly weather forecast.
So if you're heading that way for the weekend and you've left, in the last hour or so, you wouldn't be watching, so I don't like telling that. But anyway, there are some showers over in that area.
And who could ever forget the night he laughed all the way through his presentation?
Don Ellard's over here in tears. Partly cloudy skies and 33 degrees, 74% winds from the west. Albany is at 33. There's I can feel the job just slipping away right now.
That man is a success who laughs often and loves much. Bill did both, and his laughter and his love are a legacy to us all.
In department stores, you'd expect to pay $200 for a quality suit like this. But during the S&K anniversary sale, these sharp-looking suits are 2 for $200. Plus, during the S&K anniversary sale, buy 2 wrinkle-resistant Roberto Vellini cotton dress shirts, get one free. Buy any blazer and get a free pair of slacks. Plus, you'll find incredible store-wide savings on sport coats, silk ties, sportswear, and more. But hurry, the S&K anniversary sale ends soon.
We're educating our young people here, but when it comes time to look for a job, they're having to look all over the country to find that opportunity for a job. You know why? Because we are not conducive in New York to creating jobs.
Tom Reynolds, fighting to save Western New York jobs.
We are not going to be able to have jobs for ourselves, jobs for our children, if we don't find a way to make New York competitive.
Congressman Tom Reynolds.
And that means lower taxes and less burdensome regulations. I'm Tom Reynolds, and I approve this message.
It comes with power windows and locks, cruise control, climate control, CD changer with steering audio controls, electronic stability, and much more. I'm talking about the Japanese-made, all-new 2006 Suzuki Grand Vitara. It's only $175 a month. Drive a brand-new SUV that gets 400 miles per tank for $175 a month.
The 9 Lives program, that's what sold me.
This price has never been lower. Visit Irondequoit Suzuki today.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Heartwood Fine Windows and Doors, a division of Rochester Colonial, building one-of-a-kind windows and doors, one at a time.
Another one of Bill's friends, Jenny Ryan, joins us now, of course, and a lot of memories I know for you to share. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the weather, but everyone always seemed to ask us about the weather when they were watching Bill at the same time.
There was that connection they had to him. And, you know, he would always stop and tell us personally how it was going to affect us. And I don't think he minded telling people in the street, spending a few moments. And that can get tiring to do, but he never tired of it,
well,
did he?
And people got to remember, he was a leader in the community when it came to weather and telling people and guiding people through some of the worst of Rochester's weather. We talk about the larger community of Rochester. There's actually a smaller community of broadcasters and meteorologists. I want to show you a picture. This was taken back in 2001 when Bill had first retired, and we have a large group of the meteorologists there, and I think we have that camera shot. Do we have it? There we are. And a lot of the meteorologists that you see here have gone on to much bigger careers. Pat Ballone is there. John Costco from Channel 9 is there. Rich Dooley is also on the side of the shot. A lot of the names that you remember from the weather staff that have come through the years, and Bill, as a mentor, really tutored all of these meteorologists. And now they're spread throughout the country with their own successful careers, and Bill should be remembered, certainly for that aspect of his career. It will be remembered.
I think one of the things we want to remember is Bill doing the weather, and we haven't really had a chance to do that an awful lot.
Well, we have some highlights, I guess, of his last broadcast where he actually presented the weather to Rochester, and we're gonna show you that now.
Not say much.
And he's been busy drawing weather maps for us. Do you have a little sunshine in the clouds?
I hate to admit this, and I love the computers, and we have absolutely state-of-the-art technology and the best in the business and the best in Rochester. It requires power. But you know what? When you can go back and get back to where I started 30-some years ago, it's a lot of fun. Just when you were 12. Bring back those. No, yeah, right. We have got some weather maps for you. Now, this is the map for tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. The cold front will push to the east of Rochester. We'll see a break in the heat, a break in the humidity, and we will finally see some sunshine.
You're very comfortable with this style of broadcasting.
I love it. I would do this.
Anymore, right?
I would, if I could make a living doing this, I would do it.
You remember that? I wasn't here that day. I remember that day. Yeah, the power went out.
Yeah, that was not his last day, but that was the day where we had complete power outage in the station. We didn't have all the fancy gizmos, computers, and radar systems, and that's Bill at his best. He didn't need a lot of that technology. He could draw it on the map, hold it up for folks, and they would know what the weather is by the time he was done.
And I think that kind of gave us all a reason for us not to be so pressured by this business, because he made us all relax.
He did relax us all, and he kind of cracked our shells, I think. Don't you think a little bit?
There's no question. And, you know, a lot of the things that we all worry about, you know, where your microphone's not on, or you drop something, or Bill would say, oh, sorry, folks, I forgot to do it. And you
or something worse. We wouldn't know what he was going to say.
Once in a while, I'd go, oh, your hair. He goes, ah.
And dress it up a little more. Back in a moment as we share more with Bill and his friends.
About Bill was the bright smile, and when he would walk in, he always wanted to know what we were doing and how everyone else was. And the best thing that Bill ever gave me was an opportunity to be a part of this family and be a part of this on-air team. He came in one day and said, I'm off, Glenn's off, Pat's off, that means you're on. And that was an opportunity and something I'll just never forget from Bill.
Neighborhood weather reports are made possible by Isaac Heating and Air Conditioning.
13 WHAM News, brought to you by Buick.
When you practice precision, the results speak for themselves. Presenting Precision Rewards during the Buick Model Year-End Closeout event. Move up to Buick quality now with the best choice of remaining 06 models.
Precision has its rewards.
Leave your checkbook at home and get a low-mileage lease on an 06 LaCrosse CX for around $269 per month. Tax, title, license, and dealer fees extra. Call for residency restrictions and details. Visit BuickRochester.com.
Advanced Hearing Centers, serving you with personal care and a breakthrough in hearing aid technology.
This is a leap forward, moving into a new era.
Destiny's the first hearing aid in the industry with no hand switching.
This is no longer just itty-bitty pieces. This is a very complex system that we have put together.
Let us show you the amazing difference with Destiny. Hear life. Call Advanced in Greece and Webster.
This message is sponsored by the New York State Smokers Quit Line. Call 1-866-NY-QUIT. See if you're eligible for a free starter kit of nicotine replacement therapy to help you stop smoking.
Come see what's new at Mount Morris Furniture today during our Super Savings Summer Sale. Save up to 50% in every department, including special orders.
When it comes to your garage door, Feluca installs LiftMaster garage door openers for better safety and reliability. Call Feluca Garage Doors today.
Jeffrey Friedman Attorneys has helped more than 25,000 families wipe out millions of dollars of debt, protect their assets, and stop the harassing phone calls.
Call for a free consultation. At Jeffrey Friedman Attorneys, we get results.
Wednesday's the one. It's Kaufman's Macy's one-day sale. Jewelry 30 to 50% off plus an extra 15% off selections. Men's golf polos from Izod and more, 50% off. Preview day Tuesday, 9 a.m. Kaufman's Macy's. Way to shop.
We've talked a lot about friends in Bill's life, and his best friend, of course, was his wife, Jan, and Bill was outspoken about her love and support as a friend, a wife, and a caregiver. Our health reporter, Christine Webb, even took time to look into that and joins us now.
Absolutely, and the love that Bill and his wife, Jan, had was quite remarkable. With everything the two of them had been through, you could always tell how much in love they were. And it was that love that not only kept them together, but also helped Bill's health. I sat down with them on Valentine's Day a couple of years ago to share their love story.
They met when they were teenagers and got married 5 years later. But did Jan know Bill was the one?
A lot of work on my part, because I don't think she was so sure there.
A little convincing went a long way. But when they took their vows for better or worse, the two probably never realized what it would really mean to honor that.
I had cancer when I was 27. I had the first heart surgery when we moved out here in '82. I had 2 of them in '82. And then the last one was 97. And then the lung surgery in 2000. And so we've been through, and I say we, because she's been not only my wife, but caregiver and friend and support system. This last little bout now that just started was tough to handle. It really was. I just finally said, you know, enough is enough.
Tired of being sick.
Yep. And I just said, I don't even know if I want to go through this again.
But it was a talk and a card that says it all. My promise to you that kept Bill fighting. Love that helps both of their health. Love that has lasted for 37 years. And looking at them, you could feel how much love played a part in their life.
I know I couldn't get by without her, but the one thing, every day that we've been married, I've been able to say, I love you more today than I did yesterday. And I've been able to say that every day for 35 years. And that makes it real simple for me.
'2006 Honda Accord for $189 a month, only at John Holtz Honda. There's a reason that John Holtz is #1.
I know you got the power to create. You got the power to express. I know you got the power to dream. You got the power for success.
Time to get back to it. Come on and move it. Focus on your goals. Anything you want, you can do it.
You can feel the rhythm of the ride. If you let it, you can use the powers in your mind. If you dream it, you can fly by the birds in the sky. And all you gotta do is try. So what you got?
I know you got the power.
Got the power, come on.
I know you got the power.
Got the power, yeah.
20 minutes is plenty of time to hit a bucket of balls, but not nearly enough time to find car insurance that fits you to a T. Call Amica today, because choosing car insurance is too important to rush through. Amica, it's not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated.
There's a place I know in Ontario where the sea lions kiss, so the story goes. It's amazing shows and Friendship Cove. Everyone loves Marineland. You'll be spinning, diving, and soaring high. Our roller coaster ride will fly you to the sky. Now you know what you say when you leave here today. Everyone loves Marineland.
Tom Reynolds believes seniors deserve affordable prescription drugs. That's why Reynolds supported the Medicare Part D law, giving seniors a quality drug plan. Thanks to Tom Reynolds, over 2.5 million New York seniors now benefit from drug coverage, saving them an average $1,100 a year.
A lot of people in Washington talk about improving health care.
Tom Reynolds is doing something about it.
Log on to uschamber.com/Medicare.
Glidden Exterior Paint, rated Best Buy by a leading consumer magazine, is now available at Warren's Paint and Decorating Center in Webster. Choose Glidden Spread Dura or Endurance and take $3 off their already low prices at Warren's Paint in the lower level of Hagedorn's on Ridge Road in Webster.
Well, when it came to sports, one word summed it all up, talking about Bill Peterson. That was Packers.
Yeah. Boy, he loved that team, didn't he? You know, we were privileged when Bill retired. We got him tickets through the Buffalo Bills to a Packers game, and he got to go. He'd been before, but it had been a long time. But we all know when the Packers were playing. You know, they got to play a lot of Monday night games. In fact, we have some video of the whole Peterson clan came in to watch the Packers. And, of course,
cheeseheads and all.
Cheeseheads. Bill leading the group with his sons, and Jan was there.
He was never very loud, though, is he?
You could hear every moment, whatever Brett Favre did. Bill's watching, had his Packers tie on there. Loved his Green Bay Packers. And years ago, this is going back to 1994, we'd predict the games. I asked Bill to predict a November 1994 Bills game against the Packers. And here's what he said.
Mike, I was kind of hoping you were going to pick first because all I would have to do is go against you, and that automatically means I'm going to win based on your record so far. But anyway, anybody who knows me knows that I've got to pick the Packers. I think this is their year. I was at the last Buffalo game when Buffalo beat up on Green Bay. That's not going to be the case. I've got to pick the Packers. However, I think it's going to be low scoring. I think the final is going to be 13-6 Green Bay.
All right, well, full disclosure, Bill was wrong about the pick. But that was fine. He loved his Packers.
All right. We will be back with more to remember Bill Peterson right after this.
There is no substitute for experience and knowledge. For nearly 40 years, we have traveled all over the world to bring our customers the very best bargains. Whether you are buying a $3 bottle or a $3,000 bottle, you can be absolutely sure that we have selected the very best products in every price range.
Century Liquor and Wine. We make pennies, so you save dollars.
We're educating our young people here, but when it comes time to look for a job, they're having to look all over the country to find that opportunity for a job. You know why? Because we are not conducive in New York to creating jobs.
Tom Reynolds, fighting to save Western New York jobs.
We are not going to be able to have jobs for ourselves, jobs for our children, if we don't find a way to make New York competitive.
Congressman Tom Reynolds.
And that means lower taxes and less burdensome regulations. I'm Tom Reynolds, and I approve this message.
Drop everything. Toyota's nationwide clearance event is on now. It's a great time to buy the Toyota you're looking for, like the roomy Tundra Double Cab. We're clearing out our 06s, like the 5-star rated Highlander, the sporty fuel-efficient Corolla, and the unstoppable Tundra. While you're there, check out the hot new 07s, like the all-new redesigned Camry. The clock's ticking. Catch the Toyota Time nationwide clearance event today. Toyota, moving forward.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
For sunshine when skies are gray and sun protection when they're not, new Olay Touch of Sun. A moisturizer with a touch of sunless tanner for a glow that builds gradually with each application. Plus SPF 15 so your skin is protected. Love the sun-kissed skin you're in with new Olay Touch of Sun. And for a sun-kissed glow all over, try Touch of Sun Body Lotion.
Editor John Borden has poured his emotion into the effort of portraying Bill Peterson's life with the tender editing of most of the videos and story you've seen on this newscast. Bill wants no one to mourn his passing, but rather to celebrate his life. And in that spirit, I know Bill would agree with the song John selected to close tonight, a gentle reminder for us all to keep Bill in our hearts forever.
Shadows are falling and I'm running out of breath. Keep me in your heart for a while. If I leave you, it doesn't mean I love you any less. Keep me in your heart for a while. When you get up in the morning and you see that crazy sun, keep me in your heart for a while. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Keep me in your heart for a while. Keep me in your heart for a while.
Katie Couric, the woman behind the smile. Then the Superman shooting, Ben Affleck's new movie, and Tori Spelling. Next, E.T. tonight at 7:30 on 13 WHAM-TV.
In department stores, you'd expect to pay $200 for a suit like this. But during the S&K anniversary sale, these suits are 2 for $200. Buy any 2 Roberto Bellini wrinkle-resistant dress shirts and get one free. But hurry, the S&K anniversary sale ends soon.
When you practice precision, the results speak for themselves.
Presenting Precision Rewards during the Buick Model Year-End Closeout event. Move up to Buick quality now with the best choice of remaining 06 Lucerne models.
Precision has its rewards.
There's 0% financing for 60 months on Buick Lucerne.
Drive home a winner.
Model Year-End Closeout event. For best selection, visit BuickRochester.com.
What's your favorite New York State Fair memory?
The Four Tops were singing, and you were dancing.
You were the one who started dancing. That was a good time.
And it was free. I mean, we practically walked right up to the stage.
Yes.
Make new memories and save $4 with advance sale tickets, just $6 each at many retail locations. Kids 12 and under always get in free at the great New York State Fair, August 24th to September 4th, Syracuse.
It's S&K's anniversary sale. Now get 2 sharp-looking suits like these for only $200. You might expect to pay $200 for one of these suits at a department store. Plus, buy any blazer and get a free pair of slacks. Don't miss S&K's anniversary sale.
13 WHAM-TV, the official television station of the Buffalo Bills training camp.
Bogs down, the fighting ramps up. Separate lives, 4-year-old conjoined twins right now undergoing 30 hours of uncertain separation surgery. And saving lives. 1 year after Peter Jennings' death, a closer look at the fight against smoking and lung cancer.
From ABC News headquarters, this is World News with Charles Gibson.
Good evening. Gas prices already have Americans alarmed, and they're about to get higher.